What's up, Colts Nation? We are back live at Progress Campus Colts Field for the final doubleheader home game for the season against George Brown Huskies. I am one of your hosts, Anthony Santia, and I'm with
Zach Phillips. We got a good one on tap for you here at Colts Pitch. It's a breezy night. I even see Colts got some layers on over there. But we got the undefeated Centennial Colts taking on the 5-3 George Brown Huskies. Centennial haven't dropped a game yet this season. They've tied a few, but they're on a 3-game win streak currently. So look for them to take another one here on senior night, where 3 Colts will be honored and have a little pre-game ceremony for them. And that's about to get underway here. But the rain's holding off for now. The sky is blue, but the wind is out. And we're almost ready to get started.
Yeah, like you said, Zach, it's going to be a huge game here today. Centennial already booking their ticket to the qualifying round for the playoffs. So, you know, the way that their season's gone, they're definitely going to have home field advantage. They're going to want to make a statement in this last game of the season. Anyways, we're going to get ready for O Canada, and as Zach mentioned, Senior Appreciation Night. We will be back after that for the Colts game. We'll see you then.
Today's the final home game of the regular season for your Colts. That means that we will be celebrating 3 for the women's soccer team. So we're the whole team, as well as the coaching staff, Rich Hurst, Anthony Whitney, Hannah Volpe, and Adam Isaac. Resurgence of the women's soccer program here at Centennial. She is currently third in Colts women's soccer all-time goal scorer for 17. With our fall 2022 leading goal scorer, with our indoor soccer 2023 most improved player, and a critical contributor to both our bronze and silver medals at the indoor provincial championship. Her game is described as creative and dynamic. Thank you to Miley Class for allowing all of us the honor of calling you our teammates, our athletes, and our students. silver medal winning team at the Indoor Provincial Championship in 2024. The game is described as relentless and tough. Thank you to our guest occasion for allowing all of us the honor of fighting our teammates, our athletes, and our students. And last but not least, number 15, Vanessa Lima. Completing her second year with the Colts, graduating from fitness and health promotion, and has been a major influence on the revival of the women's soccer program here at Centennial. She's currently tied for second in Colts women's soccer all-time goal scoring, with a fall 2023 first team all-star, our indoor soccer 2024 most improved player, and a principal contributor to our silver medal at the Indoor Provincial Championship in 2024. The game is described as technical and physical. Thank you to Vanessa Lima for allowing all of us to helping you our teammates, our athletes, and our students. And next team 3, you're all present for the lead.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's game time for the Centennial Colts and George Brown Huskies.
Yes, Anthony, we are almost set to get underway after the anthems and some presentations to our seniors. Congratulations to Odessa Payton, Vanessa Lima, and Miley DeKoff on being a part of this year's graduating class. The Colts would like to thank them for everything they've done for the program and the school.
Yeah, forever Colts.
As the hashtag gleams, hashtag forever Colts.
Today we have a very exciting game, as we spoke upon beforehand. That is the final home game of the season before the playoffs for Centennial. And this is a big one because you want to go in hot.
Absolutely. As we have the starting lineups getting read out here, I'll give you the visiting George Brown Huskies to get us started here. But between the pipes for the Huskies will be Yasmin Jameson, the fourth-year keeper, will be backstopping it for the Huskies today.
Number 12, Elizabeth.
In front of her will be Katie Thompson, Natalie Finley-Horn,
Number 13, Miley.
Soliza Findanza, Ashley Altamirano, Sofia Gutierrez, Ashley McDonald, Rebecca Oliveira, Bianca Ray, Christina Cavallo, and Iman Badu. Anji, excuse me.
So
Alyssa Badu will be on the bench to start this one.
Very good starting lineup for George Brown, as you know, this lineup has been playing together all season together, and they finally started to hit their stride as they've won their last 4 games in a row, scoring 21 goals and only conceding 1 so far. So feels like that they've finally hit that stride for the season, which is good because, well, they're running out of time if they really want to make the playoffs. Sitting in 5th, top 8th make it, so they should be good, but their last game is against Seneca. As we know, Seneca Sting are a very good team.
Yeah, heading into the last weekend, as you nailed it, Anthony, they're getting hot at the right time. They started slow, 1-3 out of the gate, but since then, you mentioned they've been rolling. We're almost ready for opening kickoff here, but I will read out to you the starting lineup for your hometown Centennial Colts. Between the pipes for Centennial will be Lily Culleton, just her 3rd start of the season. Jordan Crone-Slot getting the night off as we get closer into the postseason. But in front of Culleton, it'll be Odessa Payton, Emily Cullen, Alyssa DeVille, Elizabeth Mayoni, Miley DeKoff, Vanessa Lima, Soledad Vasquez, Aldina Horn, and Simone Christie. 3 of those that I just mentioned, the seniors all in the starting lineup.
Yeah, on the attack, all 3 are going to be starting this game as high up the field as possible as we see them getting ready to kick off.
Yeah, trying to stay warm here as we get started. It is a breezy night, but the sun is poking through.
So it looks like it's going to be George Brown kicking off the ball. It'll be Ashley McDonald, their main player, as last game she did end up recording a hat trick, which got her to become a Husky of the Week, Athlete of the Week, excuse me. She had a phenomenal game, scoring 3 out of the 5 goals that George Brown put in the back of the net last game. She'll be looking to stay, or continue to stay hot this game.
Yeah, the 7-0-1 Colts taking on the 5-3 Huskies.
As we see here, Centennial playing it out from the back as they like to do. They enjoy playing with the possession. They're very good with it as well, as they don't really give up the ball much. And even when they do, they get it back nice and quick. Good back pass for Centennial.
We've seen Centennial play ahead often this season.
Never really wants to play without the lead, Centennial. It's a good hold-up play by Lima as she sends it up the field. Good little cut back there. Looking for the through ball back to Lima, as that one is cut out by this George Brown back line. And they're going to look to counter quick with a good through ball just out of the reach of McDonald. And it's now going to be Emily Cullen kicking it back up the field. Good through ball for the Koff, who's down the wing. She's got options in the box, so she's able to cross that one in, and she just runs out of space. This will be the first goal kick of the game for George Brown.
Yeah, DeKoff just running out of room down the line there, just a little bit out in front. But the Colts coming off a big 3-1 victory over the Algonquin Wolves, a long road trip to Ottawa, coming back with a victory. That's got to feel good for them. Algonquin, a strong team.
Especially after when the men's game played here. The women's team showing up, talking a lot of trash, trying to get in Centennial's head. Hopefully they put that one to bed, but it must have been a fun one to watch for sure down in Ottawa.
Yeah, a big 3-1 victory to continue on this win streak, now 3 games.
It's going to be a throw-in for the Colts. It's going to be a goal kick as that ball's just lobbed past the back line. This is going to be their second goal kick. First time they struggled to get out of the back, as we saw moments ago. Centennial, one of their biggest strengths is winning the ball back as quick as possible. That's something that George Brown obviously have to be looking out for, trying to get past this instant press from Centennial as quick as possible. So they're going to opt to play it short, and Centennial's just going to try to squeeze them until they get the ball back.
Yeah, Yasmin Jameson, the keeper, starting it out for the Huskies. The regular between the pipes, the 4th year.
It's a good cutout there by Elizabeth Mayoni, and it's going to be all the way back to the captain, Emily Cullen. As you see, when Centennial just kind of want to calm the game down, they'll play in the back line. Just their center backs will pass it to each other until they can find that one long pass, as we see right now, as this is Miley the Koff on the ball. Great defending there by the back line of George Brown as they're looking to counter. Kicked right back down, and this is already starting to get a little congested in the midfield as we had expected. Two teams attacking a lot recently this season and going to want to get out. Both teams trying to get the lead quick and early.
Yeah, the ball stuck to that area of the field right now.
Well, I understand why. They're not going to want to play in the shade when it's very cold out. They're going to opt to play on the side with the sun, get a little more warmth in them.
A little bit of sun left here at Colts pitch.
You got to feel bad for the men's game coming up after this because it's going to be dark and very cold.
It'll get breezy and chilly as the night moves on. That one not able to be cleared out.
Soul just giving up possession. But so do George Brown all the way back to the captain again. So this is going to go to Horn, who's going to get her pass picked off. It's going to be Odessa with the back pass. Just trying to reset for Centennial.
Yeah, just over 4 minutes in. Just a lot of back and forth here in the middle of the field. No real close looks at the net yet for either side. That might change right here.
It's going to be offside.
Just a tad offside.
But you can see Centennial's game plan shift the game to the opposite side of the field from where we're sitting and let Miley just run, as that's one of her best traits, just sprinting down the line. And she's a very good dribbler as well, as one of the 3 seniors that may potentially be leaving the team after this season.
Yeah, they're part of the graduating class. 6 goals on the season. Big part of the offense the Colts put forward.
She's tied for second most on the team this season so far. First is Soledad Vasquez with 7. But Miley's also got 3 assists.
Yeah, 15 points. Tons of shots. Always involved. Miley DeKoff.
Speaking of tons of shots, Centennial are averaging 21.6 shots per game and 5.13 goals per game, which is just a wild stat. As you see the Colts goalie run off their line to just get the ball cleared. Good, wise decision, just get it out of harm's way as quick as possible. But you can see George Brown are finally starting to break the press as they are trying to force their way in there. Back pass is cut out by Sol. That one's up for Miley, and it's just kicked back down the field. That lob ball's going to be taken by the wind, and it's going to be a throw-in for Centennial. So it's really the first type of pressure that you've seen George Brown give in the first 5.5 minutes of this game.
Yeah, creeping a little bit more towards the Colts net, but they look to turn it back upfield. This time maybe on the other side of things. See if Peyton can move the ball up. See if they can move the ball up to Peyton up this swing.
And again, for Centennial, their motto has always been when in doubt, find the captain. She'll calm everything down. She'll use her expert long ball ability to pick out usually one of the wingers up the field for Centennial. That time, unfortunately, did not work out for the Colts.
Yeah, the stretch pass a lethal weapon for Centennial.
Vanessa Lima is just going to force Yasmin Jamison to pick up the ball as George Brown looked to reset. Look for the long ball. Good cutout there. It's going to be Miley back down the wing with her blistering pace, trying to get past the defender.
Well guarded by the Huskies, as we'll look to get potentially a throw. It'll be a corner for the Colts, with Cullen coming down now.
She's the usual set piece taker on corner kicks. Centennial have been fairly dangerous off corners this season. We also do see a fair amount of them each game for Centennial.
Yeah, Cullen with the big boot. We've seen her show the ability to get all the way through the box into traffic. So that one's off the outside of the net, right back to Cullen. I think the net's off.
Yeah, it's going to be offside. She's probably very happy with that one as the wind took in. That would have been a quick break for George Brown without Centennial, their best center back to defend. But needless to say, second offside of the game for the Colts. George Brown again with possession.
Yeah, Centennial's tied for first place with the Seneca Sting. Trailing them with 16 points are the Algonquin Wolves, just taken down by the Colts. And
that was
the
a big
Cambrian
matchup.
Golden Shield. Yeah, it was a big win from Centennial. Secures the chance for them to win the table of the East in the OCAA. But George Brown trailing right behind with 15 points at 5-3. So they get a game in hand on some of the upper teams. So George Brown looking to charge back up to the top as we head to the last weekend of OCAA women's soccer.
Yeah, both of these teams play their last games of the season this Saturday coming up. As Odessa with a blistering run down the right wing. She's going to look for the pass in, and that is cut out.
Yeah, good pace there from Centennial, moving the ball back up the other way.
Yeah, Finley Horn doing her job, just clearing it out of any dangerous areas. As we're going to see Emily Cullen come back up for Centennial's second corner kick of the game.
She'll get a look from the other side now to see if they can cook some offense.
This George Brown team has only given up one goal in their last 4. They're going to hope to stay this way as this Centennial College team has the second best offense in the OCAA. Cross comes in, doesn't go through the first defenseman. Centennial does very good to keep the possession here. Cullen with the second cross in.
Oh, great effort.
I believe that was Miley the Coffin.
Yeah.
Her little lob just went over the crossbar. Let's take a look at the replay here. So this is a great little layoff here. Good cross in. Ball's just bouncing as Miley made connection with that one. It's a warning shot.
Yeah, almost connecting with Lima as well, coming through the middle. 2 dangerous opportunities for Centennial.
Yeah, in quick succession. And here we go again. George Brown trying to play out of the back as they just get through the press. Emily's just going to clear it. Good hard boot. Give it back to the goalie. She doesn't care where that ball goes as long as it's not any closer to her 18-yard box.
Yeah, Centennial unable to get anything off the corners, but the chaos ensuing after almost turned into a goal.
Iman Bonji just giving up possession there. I think she was looking for a pass. Maybe someone's out of position, but needless to say, it's going to be another throw-in for Centennial. That ball drops for Miley. Tries to cut back, but she is swarmed by Husky defense. Good through ball there, but it's going to be another offside call. It's the third of the game against the Colts, and it's going to be a free kick for George Brown.
Yeah, Simone Christie doing a good job over on that side of the field. Turning the ball up the other way. Looking for Dekoff. Just a few touches ahead.
This one's going to be sent down the right wing for George Brown as it was a good clearance but caught off halfway. Miley's fighting for it, but unfortunately loses out on that one. Good physical battle on that side of the field as it's going to be a throw-in for Centennial.
Yeah, just over 11 minutes now into this game. Just the one real chance for the Colts. As Christie chucks this one in, looking for...
Good defense there by Frazier. She just stood her ground.
Quick turn up goes.
Soul with a phenomenal ball, and now Odessa has a chance to sprinting down the wing as we know she likes. Another one of the seniors graduating after this season. Can she keep that ball in? She can. Good cutout by the Huskies defense. It's going to drop to the edge of the box for Seoul. She can't get a great shot off as it's going to be George Brown now holding possession.
Yeah, almost a dangerous through ball, but just cut off by the Huskies.
Yeah, no options there for the Huskies back lines. They're just going to have to throw it out of play.
Thompson and Finley Home doing a nice job of keeping the box clean.
Yeah, it's been very tough for the Colts to attack, as whichever side the ball's on, you can see George Brown's entire team kind of shifts to that direction. So they're going to be probably looking for long balls to the opposite side of the field and catch them out on a break. Here's George Brown with the ball.
Good battle for position, won by Centennial.
It's going to be a throw-in, I believe, for the Huskies as that ball just went off the defender. Number 3, Katie Thompson will be taking that throw-in for George Brown.
First time we're seeing the ball up this side of the field, but quickly cleared out by the Colts.
Potential handball there on number 10 of George Brown. Nothing was called. Great skill there, looking for the long pass. That was cut out by Miley, but she can't clean up the mess. It will now, great touch there by Seoul, but it will just be going out of bounds.
Yeah, the Huskies will try to get something cooking here.
Fairly even game so far, 13 minutes through.
Yeah, Colts holding a little bit more of the possession, but George Brown doing a great job of defending.
That was a great look there from Lima. She found Peyton sprinting down the wing. She has options in the box. Will she be able to pick them out? As that one is cleared again by the George Brown back line. This time it'll only be a throw-in.
Yeah, soft pass going through the box, looking for Lima or Dekoff, but easily intercepted by the Huskies again. So the through ball cleared away.
Yeah, Colts,
it should result in a corner.
No, it's a throw-in.
Did it go out the side?
Yeah, a couple feet short from the throw-in, or from the corner line.
That clear attempt is missed.
Great skill by Lima as she's going to win possession again as it is kicked out by number 23, Christina Carvalho.
Alyssa DeVille is looking for an option on the line here for the Colts.
Yeah, she's just looking for someone to make a run or move around. She's run over there, and it's going to be the first free kick of the game for the Colts. Especially with the temperature outside, the ground's going to be nice and hard.
Yeah, that couldn't have felt nice.
Oh, no. Definitely not at all. It's going to be Emily coming in for the free kick, as this is at an angle where she can get a decent cross in if the delivery's proper, and that looks like what they're going to be going for.
Yeah, looking to use the size of Odessa Payton and Vanessa Lima.
It's a great ball in. And Odessa Payton knees it in. And it's 1-0 Colts.
Great job by Centennial finally capitalizing on one of the balls that make its way into the box. That is a great job here. We'll take another look at the replay on the boot from Cullen. Goes through, looking for that height. The initial touch came from a Huskies player, but
it bounced off one of the players' back of their heads and off one of their knees, and Odessa Payton found herself fortunate enough to just be kind of running into the ball. Well, we were talking about her earlier, only her second season here with Centennial, one of the graduating players, and who better than, like I said, one of the graduating players to get the first goal of the game. Yeah, it's 1-0 Centennial.
Her third of the season puts Centennial atop here, 1-0 with 15 minutes into this first half, as the Huskies will now try to respond.
Great cutout there by Horn.
The initial kick from Cullen was looking for a head, but
wow, and Odessa Payton just going to sprint past everyone and get that ball. Wow, great slide there by number 4, Finley Horn, and she's just going to let it go for a throw-in. As you can see, she was originally looking for Odessa Payton to run down the wing, but she was putting her hair back in a bun. Once she finished, she just turned and went and still outpaced everyone on George Brown's team. Incredible speed by her.
Yeah, a little hair malfunction wasn't going to get in her way.
To be thrown in here to Sydney Frazier.
Sydney Frazier, the smartest player on the field with the gloves right now, as I see.
Oh, there's a couple.
Yeah, Alyssa DeVille is also using her brain with a pair.
It's going to be a corner kick for Centennial. Emily Cullen coming up for their third of the game. As they just score off a cross. moments ago. Centennial's going to be looking for another one here.
They'll be looking for Peyton or Lima crashing again. If Cullen can get the boot through.
Well, out of the 3 crosses she had, last one was definitely the best delivery. She's looking to repeat that here as the goalie does get a hand on it.
Yeah, good job by Jamison to clear that one out of harm's way. But Centennial right back on it.
It's a great pass for Odessa, but she was just in an offside position trying to get back in time for the pass. But in soccer, it's once the ball is passed or kicked, wherever you are on the field, if you're offside, you're offside. Now if you get back to the ball.
Yeah, almost a golden opportunity with a wide open look, but a few steps the wrong direction.
Yeah. As you can see, Lima was also very close there as well. Probably would have been the better option to pass it to her as she was onside. But nonetheless, still 1-0 Colts. Great ball. Another offside call.
Much to the dismay of DeKoff. She thought she had timed it perfectly. And I think get a look at the replay there. See one coming through.
I don't know if our producer, Leo Solorzano, was able to get a replay on there.
Yeah, all good. Tough side angle.
It's tough for the linesman because he's on our side of the field. So he's got to be looking through a lot of traffic. But either way, George Brown's ball. As I live, it's now Centennial's ball, as that's going to be another throw for the Colts.
Centennial doing a good job all season, keeping the ball out of their half, really, but out of the net, most importantly. One of the better teams.
Second best team.
Second best team at goals against.
I believe it's 4 or 5. It's very minimal. We can get that number for you in 3 seconds. 4 goals conceded all season.
Yeah, 2 of them coming in one game against Durham last Wednesday.
So the only team that has a better offense and defense from Centennial is very minimal. It is St. Lawrence. Or sorry, St. Clair. Seneca.
Yeah, the Sting, top of the league in the East.
They find Peyton here again, the goal scorer. Good cut out wide as Mayoni was offside. Tries to cross it in now, and that will go off of number 13, Oliveira, for another corner kick for the Colts. I believe they're going to change it up now, and it's going to be Mayoni going for the corner. So Emily had, I believe, 4 attempts off corners. They're going to give her an attempt, see if she can spark any difference.
Mayoni, the second year.
This would be crucial if Centennial were able to get out to a 2-0 lead very early in the game. Just be discouraging George Brown at that point. Great ball in, as that's going to be taken through the wind and right into Jameson's hands.
Yeah, using all of that 5'11" frame to bring that one down. Easy pluck from the sky.
She drop kicks it all the way out to McDonald, who is and who has been George Brown's player for this season. Good little lob through the back line. Here's McDonald again. Scored a hat trick in her last game out. George Brown's doing good to keep possession here, as at the time Centennial tried to clear. It was cut out. Great cut in here by number 4, Finley Horn.
Huskies starting to hold a little bit of the pressure now. Getting into the possession game with Centennial perhaps shifting a little more to the defensive side with the 1-0 lead. Culleton will get this one for the goal
grab.
kick.
Just rolls it over to Horn, who's going to look for the Villies. She's doing good to keep possession. Gets nudged over, and that's going to be the second free kick that she's drawn in this game. Got to feel bad for her, just getting thrown around. Mayoni finds Emily Collin on the opposite side of the field.
DeKoff touches it over to Lima.
Great hold-up play there.
Almost getting the nice touch lead pass through, but just a little out in front, looking for Peyton.
Jameson still had to come off her line, didn't want to give any opportunity here. That's a great pickoff by Mayoni as her and Frazier doubled up. It's Oliveira on the ball for George Brown, looking for options. She finds number 15. Simone Christie does phenomenal there to just keep the ball in, avoiding George Brown throwing in a dangerous spot. Good long ball for Lima as her back pass is cut out by George Brown. And you can see now it took George Brown about 20 minutes, but they're finally settling into the game.
Yeah, starting to turn a little bit of the pressure upfield. Centennial, like I said, sitting back a little more, but
great pickoff there. She's going to look
pressure
for Miley Dukoff, who's through one-on-one with the keeper. Hits the post, no matter, it is offside again.
Another offside call on Dukoff.
I believe that's the fourth one that she's been called offside already in this game.
Tough one coming through for Centennial. Looked like a beautiful opportunity again for Dukoff.
Well, she's probably very happy that the flag went up, as she did end up hitting the post on that play anyways.
Yeah, nice shot, but found a lot of iron. We got a sub coming in for the Colts.
I believe that's Soledad Vasquez coming out.
Serena McDonald checking in for Vasquez in the 22nd minute here in the first half.
Yeah, playing in this type of weather, your muscles are going to start to just tense up a little quicker due to the cold nature of the day. Luckily, the wind has stopped, but we hope it stays that way.
Cleared out by the keeper.
Yeah, Huskies were under pressure. Good clearance there. DeVillies and Peyton pressing, trying to get possession back. And that's going to be back for Finley Horn.
That goes way up. Nice header by McDonald.
Dukoff just unsure in possession, but she does good to win it back. So does Frazier. It's going to be back to DeVillies. Sorry, Simone Christie.
And Christie getting a little aggressive there, coming up a bit.
Great physicality. She loses out on that one, and this is going to be a quick break for George Brown if they're able to get the numbers, as they don't.
Yeah, good work by Emily Cullen, finding her other defense partner, and then getting the ball right back for an easy clearing attempt.
Yeah, just trying to send the winger down, as they've been doing lots of times this game. This time, Miley just not running, as she's been running a little too early every time, and this time she just decided, I'm not going to run. Yeah. That's okay.
They've been going for that stretch pass many times through this first 25 minutes.
It's been working. The long ball's been working for the Colts. George Brown consistently just trying to play out of the back, but again, just rolls out of play for another throw-in. But first, there's going to be another sub for the Colts. So it is going to be Miley Dukoff coming out for...
Yeah, but Dukoff coming out after a busy first
20 minutes.
Yeah, another 25 minutes in this one, but it's going to go through to the keeper again.
Safe hands by Jamison.
Pressured heavily again by Lima. I know Peyton as well. It's Nayla Rowe subbing in for Dukoff.
She's going to pick up a free kick as well. Just pulled the George Brown Husky player back. Nayla Rose had a phenomenal season as well for the Colts, picking up, I believe she had 2 multi-goal games this season, back-to-back as well.
Yeah, 6 on the season for Nayla Rowe.
And one of the
Another
top scorers.
Big part of their offense coming in. So they're not really subbing out much of the offensive front, but...
Well, from Miley's demeanor, I don't want to speculate anything, but maybe a potential injury was picked up as that last running play with the long ball from Emily. She didn't even try to go for it, so hopefully everything's okay there.
This one way up in the air. They'll battle for it. Easily won by
Odessa
Payton at 5'7" over
Thompson.
Katie Thompson at 5'3".
Good throw, as that one's picked off by Mayoni. This ball comes right by us.
Thompson will try to find an option.
And Mayoni again just steals it. It's going to be a free kick there for the Colts. Definitely a rough one here. So ref's going to have a little word with Bianca Ray, just telling her, can't be doing that. That's your first foul. Next one might potentially be a card.
Mayoni getting the turf full on that one. Definitely okay.
This will be Emily Cullen standing over this free kick. Just inside the Huskies' half line.
Peyton and Lima in front, off the head of Lima, way up in the air.
I don't exactly know. They're going to call it offside, I believe.
Yeah,
we'll see a replay here.
Yeah, she was definitely out in front. Just a touch there on the battle.
Well, she would have had to be offside off of Lima's header. The replay didn't go that far back, unless if Lima was the one offside. But either way, it's going to be a free kick off another offside call against the Colts. George Brown looking to play out of the back again as they launch this one forward. Mayoni cuts that one out. Good cut back by Oliveira. That one's cut out by Sydney Frazier. Colts looking to counter.
Nayla Rowe coming down the wing. Saw her doing that a lot last Wednesday with the Durham Lords in town. It was their main option.
She does good to keep this ball in. That one's going to be kicked right through her legs. Thrown for the Colts. Getting ready for the throw is the Colts. Mayoni trying her best to keep that one. Sydney Frazier just bodied off the ball, and George Brown, well, the wind actually takes that one. Great touch there.
Quick battle lost.
Mayoni presses forward. She wins the ball back. Little layoff for Lima. Looking for the 1-2. Mayoni's just too far out in front of that one.
The breeze picking up here.
Carvalho.
Along with the battles.
Carvalho loses out to Odessa Payton there as the Colts doubled up again. Mayoni turns back to Emily Cullen, and she had Alyssa DeVilliers open on the wing. Just didn't quite see that one. Potentially this time. She launches that one forward. Just a little too much mustard on that. Sorry.
Too far out front for Rowe.
Good start, though, for Centennial. Really just pressuring George Brown to stay into their own half.
It's been an ideal first 30 for the Colts as they try to battle their way into sole possession of first place.
Well, they're going to need a little help from George Brown as that's Seneca's last game.
Yeah, the Sting in action against George Brown on Saturday.
So another throw-in for the Colts.
Seneca's off tonight. They'll face Fleming Phoenix tomorrow. So if Centennial wins this one, they'll have sole possession of first place for the afternoon.
Great pass there. Good back pass looking for the cross. No one can reach that for George Brown. They're going to look to reset again, unless if Lima's able to pick this one off, which she does. Little chop pass to Odessa Payton. She does well to get to the ball, but the pass is not the greatest from her. George Brown just looking to up the tempo and up the momentum of this game.
Yeah, trying to get more possession time in Centennial's end, especially.
It's a great cutout by Odessa.
Yeah, it was a great work from Peyton coming back.
Just following the ball, stepping in once is right before the Huskies player. Mayoni, very assured in possession over for DeVilliers. Sydney Frazier up for Peyton. One touch back to DeVilliers.
Good footwork passing from Centennial, just killing time, trying to find a way out of their end.
Yeah, the Colts, they don't mind playing out of the back. Neither does George Brown.
Christie will turn this one over.
She wins it back, though. Very
Great
strong
battle.
challenge.
Great battle.
Great
along the
footwork
line.
there to keep it in. So that one's going to be all the way back. It's going to be a foot race. Cullen looking to win that. And she does, and keeps it in play.
Another great battle won by the Colts. Gritty job here from Centennial.
Let's watch the replay on this one. Yeah, just McDonald comes right in. Just doesn't realize Simone Christie's going to stop at the ball and just launches it out.
Yeah, that's the Colts' way. They're always gritty, always in battles, never shying away, always seeming to come on top. Hence the reason they've done so well this season.
So George Brown move it all the way back to goalie Jameson. It's a good cutout there by, I believe that was Naylor, who's on the ball now.
I mentioned earlier the battle for first place with the Sting, because first place will end up hosting 8th, and that would be Fleming.
As of right now, yeah.
And I don't see Fleming crawling out of the 8th spot as we move forward into this last weekend. So the ideal opponent moving into week 1 of the playoffs would be to host Fleming.
Regardless, they have locked up home field advantage for whoever they're playing. Just got to wait to see who that would be. It's going to be another throw in for the Colts. Possession's given up instantly, but it's going to be another throw in this time for the Huskies. So we try to break out of their back line. Longer throw in there, intercepted by the Colts. They do great to win the ball back there. Great physicality there on the in the run. George Brown looking at counter as they have numbers forward. The ball's going to be cut out, but they're able to keep possession until Sidney Frazier clears it. It's going to be a throw-in for George Brown. It's going to be number 7, Fidenza, taking this throw-in.
Keep an eye out for number 15, Bianca Ray of George Brown, leading the OCAA in shots. They'll be looking to get her the ball here, trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, she's clearly not afraid of shooting the ball from wherever. And she scored a couple this season as well. But right now we have a Colts break as Sidney Frazier does well to keep possession. Great physicality there. Little drop pass for Maione, who finds Odessa Payton down the wing. Ooh, and that one just trails out.
Almost able to keep that one in bounds. Get another look at the replay. Good shot from our crew. Just out.
I don't know if she had lost track how close she was to the line because it looked like she was able to keep that one in.
So the Huskies will try to charge this one back up the other way. 12 minutes to go before we get into added time in this first half on a brisk evening.
There's going to be a couple substitutions
Colts pitch
coming for the Colts.
Yeah, we'll see what we can work through here for everybody at home as
Odessa Payton's one of the 2 players getting subbed out. I believe the other one's Vanessa Lima.
So a change up front for the Colts. Bringing in Alina Nastos on one side as we look to get you a number on the other.
Nastos looking to cross that ball in as it's just going on a play. It's going to be another goal kick for Jameson.
It might be DeKoff back in on the other side. It is Miley back in, checking in for Lima.
So that's good news for the Colts as I speculated earlier, potential injury there as everything looks to be okay. Double team doesn't work out this time for the Colts.
Potential dangerous chance here for the Huskies.
That drops kindly for them.
Great work by Centennial to mitigate that quickly.
Yeah, Captain Cullen just moved it out of the 18-yard box. Looking to cross it in here. So I believe that went off horn and out.
Still not out of the dangerous ways yet.
That was just launched up high. DeKoff fighting for it. Loses out. Cullen just launches that one. That's going to drop kindly for Sidney Frazier as she's pressing forward.
Yeah, they got speed and momentum on their side.
That's a great ball. Good cross. Frazier just can't get across to it. Another shot blocked.
Yeah, Eamon Bonji getting 2 breakups there for the Huskies. Big defensive plays to keep them within 1.
Yeah, very crucial, as you said, to keep them within 1. You don't want to be going down by multiple, especially when you're on the road against the second best offensive team in the league.
Yeah, they haven't had many looks at all at Colts keeper Lily Culleton.
This one's going to drop all the way back to Jameson.
And Centennial has done a great job protecting the box. I don't think we've seen a ball make its way into the box in a dangerous opportunity yet.
No, she caught one. Well, that's Colts defense for you. As we know, Emily Cullen, one of the best defenders in the league, if not the best. Just defensively solid. That's great work there as Dukoff is in on goal. She shoots it right at Jamison.
Right at the keeper, but a nice save.
She's got a rebound and another one right at Jamison, and that's a double save for her.
Clears it quickly, but great work from Yasmin Jamison on 2 big saves on Dukoff, but Dukoff just kicked it right at the keeper both times. A lot of net there, but we'll get a look at the replay. Here's the first look. A big stop
just
on the rebound. Wins the battle for it, and that one almost up and over the keeper, but all 5'11" put to use again. And it pays off for the Huskies.
Yeah, as they have a free kick now just before the halfway line. They really need to start turning up the offense here because without Jamison's prowess and experience in net, they would have been down again. Yasmin Jamison is in her 4th year on this Huskies team.
Now, from Toronto, graduated from Bayview Glen. Big part of the Huskies today.
Dukoff is through, just trying to keep that ball in play. She does good. She does great to get past the defender, looking for a potential cross, and just kind of gets her foot over that one as that ball doesn't really go anywhere.
Yeah, Colts still putting a lot of pressure on despite holding the lead.
They do great to potentially win possession back here. This is McDonald with a great little layoff pass. That one's cut out by Simone Christie. Gonna go all the way back to the right back, DeVillies. It's gonna go out to Captain Colin. Great, beautiful passing by the Colts.
Yeah, doing a great job holding possession.
This one's going to be tucked back over to Jamison. This time she can't pick it up, so she's going to be forced to launch it down the field. Good
Another
touch by
battle
Carvalho.
one.
And DeVillies does good to... Looked like that one was kept in, but must have just rolled past the line. So it's going to be another throw-in for George Brown.
Just crept out right in front of the official there for the call.
Yeah, he had all eyes on that ball, and only being maybe 6 or 7 feet away from him. For sure, he was able to see exactly what was happening. I believe this is Thompson throwing the ball in.
Yeah, Katie Thompson graduated from Leaside High School in her 1st year with George Brown.
It's great work there by Oliveira to keep the ball. Mayoni, just such a physical presence in that midfield. She's so small, too. You wouldn't assume that she'd be the most physical player on the field, but she gets in there and just is physically just dominant.
Using the body position to win every battle. Doing a great job all evening.
Huskies back line just trying to move the ball up the field. That was a good ball through for Dukoff. Probably assuming that she was offside and didn't run. This isn't good as now you see Katie Thompson sat down on the field for George Brown. Hopefully nothing serious, potentially just muscle fatigue.
Yeah, the whistle does come in, so we'll have a quick break here. At the 40th minute rolling through here in a 1-0 game for the Colts. And they will call the trainer out just for a quick check.
Wouldn't be surprised to see another substitution here, as obviously OCAA, there's no maximum substitutions. If a player is down, regardless how much time is left in the half, the bench should be ready for this opportunity, as there is someone stirring on their bench.
Yeah, have to do a lot to get warm tonight.
Speaking of getting warm, I believe it's going to be Amanda Frost coming on. That's funny. Frost, warm. We enjoy our time here.
You know what? I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. You're going to be a great dad, Anthony.
Funny.
It is going to be a frosty night, though, as we continue on.
She's getting her first minutes of the afternoon. Evening. It's not afternoon anymore, as we can tell by the sun not being here anymore. It's very cold.
Yeah, we still have another game for you here at Colts Pitch tonight. The men's teams will duel out between the Huskies and the Colts afterwards.
It's going to be another exciting one for sure. This ball's launched down the wing. DeVillies is good to win that ball back. Nastos is able to pick up the remainings.
Yeah, Nastus in the game for Lima.
Just had a couple good touches so far this half.
That one will end up out, but
Colts
Colts will try to set something up. 4 minutes about remaining in the first half. All Centennial here at Colts pitch.
DeVillies is good. Great 1-2 there for the Colts. Looking for its potential cross in. No one's making any runs. Ball's poked through and great little cut in by DeVillies as it's going to be a free kick from outside of the box, I believe. I don't really know what's going on. The replay shows.
I think the whistle came in before that collision.
That's why I'm a little.
So the first tackle resulting in the penalty, but then the second one coming through. So it will be a free kick. So the second one wasn't even in the box either.
Now, remember, this is where Emily Cullen crossed in the first one for the goal from Odessa Payton. They're looking to make some more magic here, going in, trying to go up by 2 right before the half.
Almost an identical spot from where they scored their first goal.
But this time Payton's not on the field. Good crossing by Cullen, looking back post, as that one's going to be cleared.
So a different result for the Huskies this time, as they're able to get the clear after the first 2 touches.
McDonald's pressing. Unfortunately, there's 4 Colts defensemen she has to go through. Good cross, shot on target. That's going to be an easy save.
An easy save indeed for Culleton, and I believe the first real
shot on target.
Real hard shot on target this game for the Huskies as we approach extra time here, added time here in the first half.
Colts are now just going to try to slow the game down.
Yeah, they'll definitely want to get in to the warmth, cushion with that 1-0 lead.
Great little physicality from Simone Christie there.
Almost won the battle, but it will go the way of George Brown.
So we have a throw in. She whiffs on the kick, and Dukoff is looking to counter, but the ball just rolls out of play on her, and it's going to be another throw in for the Huskies. Got about 1 minute and 15 left in the half before added on time.
Just their 3rd game of October is George Brown, but they've already scored 12 goals this month. So it's only a matter of time before this team could potentially turn things on.
They've had an incredible run the past couple of games for them.
Centennial, though, doing a good job keeping them neutralized so far.
As including this game, their last 5, they've only conceded 2 goals and scored 21. So it's been a very good little run that the Huskies have put together.
Yeah, 3-1 on the road this season. Meanwhile, Centennial 4-0 at home.
Yeah, great home atmosphere for the Colts. Lots of fans usually show up for these games as they love to support their team. Quick one-time pass from the Huskies. McDonald. Great turn there by Amanda Frost. McDonald at the edge of the box, coming off a hat trick in her last game. 9 on the season.
Good job from Cullen, picking that out of the air easily.
She launches it forward. Good hold-up play there, just waiting for a run.
Good battle by Nayla Rowe.
And it's going to go against her. This is number 4, Finley Horn, draws the free kick. Good physical battle there.
Yeah, I thought it was a good battle for possession. Official decided to go with the foul.
That ball is knotted backwards, and Colton's going to come off her line and just pick up the rebounds before anything else can happen.
Culleton, just as we mentioned, in her 3rd start this year for the Colts, but hasn't allowed a goal.
Yeah, 2-0.
In her action, both 2-0. So a trusty backup to Jordan Crone's slate,
who has only given up 4. So this defense, goalkeeping, everything from this Colts team this season has just been incredible.
Yeah, 45th minute rolls on and not much extra time added.
That's going to be the half.
A great first half for Centennial against the charging Huskies, who have been 4-0 in their last 4 and came in here and hit a wall that was Centennial's defense.
One half in the books, currently 1-0 Colts off an Odessa Payton goal.
Yeah, great shot coming through from Cullen off the free kick, and then finds George Brown originally, a few bounces around, and Odessa Payton finishes it off on a night where they are honoring the seniors, including herself and Vanessa Lima and Miley DeKoff, who has had a lot of opportunities herself this first half. But we head to the second half, 1-0 Centennial, and we'll go get warm and come back and bring you the second half. Coming soon from Colts Pitch.
So your way, stuck way back way. You know that I don't play. Streets not safe, but I never run away. Even when I'm on the way. OT, there's never much love when you go OT. I pray to make it back in one piece. I pray. That's why I need one one more time. I go. One more time, I go. having his way. Way out here having his way. And like to throw me back. Take. What? Go to the Drake. What I say they gonna play. It's how I've been gonna take. Hey, I'm having my way. Way out here having his way. Way out here having his way. And like to throw me back. Take. I'm taking it through, I just ain't fell in love cause I'm way too awake. When she tried to spin a rap, it'll break on my heart, but my heart doesn't break. Soon as I link with these, they feelings are written, I know that they fake. Okay, great. I'm in a back room with wires, I spent 30,000 on somebody's grave. Reading there's so many pillows, so no wonder we get in this shape. Too busy backing my words of what actions to have a go front of your face. But, hey, then change. Billionaires talking me different when they see my pistol from Lucian brain. Put myself down and look at through this person, I'm not gonna mention the pain. But this is the point. What you saying? Yeah. What? What you saying? Big 81, but I don't like Harley, I got a Mercedes for shame. Hey, me and Lil Harley, we wrecking it. Then me Bobby don't link with the gang. Hey, and like the top on the wall like your mama, I got me lying up on her hand. Please don't reach out to me, think watching too much of stepping and got me versus to weeds. I'm serving them up out of trees. I'm playing cool in the food just next to the beach. I've been too solid there, the hair straight on my knees. You get what I mean? Back in the day, my dogs was putting their balls in the pockets of all of the fiends. What? That was back in the day. Now we involved in legitimate business, baby, we came a long way. Sometimes I hop on the road by myself and I listen to things you say. All of y'all having more followers than dollars, and that's why I cannot relate. Oh, what? Go to the Drake. What I say they gonna play. It's how I've been.
And we are back for second half action between the Centennial Colts and the George Brown Huskies. Currently 1-0 Centennial off a Odessa Payton goal in the first half.
Yeah, the halves switching up here. As the sun sets on Colts pitch. Big collision there.
Yeah,
nothing comes of it.
Goalie's ball, always for those plays regardless what happens. Goalie gets the benefit of the doubt. Not the best clearance in the world, though, by Colton, as it's going to be back for the Huskies here.
So we saw the Colts hold most of the possession in the first half. The goal off the free kick from Cullen.
It's a great tackle there to keep the Colts at bay. That's one back by Sidney Frazier. That's going to be
dangerous
kicked.
Little opportunity there, but nothing comes of it.
Clearance was definitely needed, otherwise that probably would have led to a goal. It's going to be a throw-in for the Colts in a semi-dangerous position. Dukoff trying to win that ball back. Does great, forces another clearance.
Another throw-in opportunity here.
Yeah, that one hit the corner flag there, so went probably on the side that George Brown would prefer it to go on.
See if we can get some.
That's a great opportunity for George Brown. Well, it would have been if it stayed in, but it's going to be another throw in here for the Colts.
Lima, Dukoff, and Vasquez back out with Rowe sticking up front as well.
Great back pass as it's Lima who just slices it over the bar.
A beautiful three-touch pass play from the Colts there, but just unable to find the back of the net.
That was very close to being the lead doubled for Centennial.
Almost another goal right out of the gate here in the second half, but just fired high.
Jameson's going to send it to the center back. So slowly making their way up the field. That's Carvalho, who loses the ball. It's going to be back to Emily Cullen, the captain. She's the one to always calm everything down.
Yeah, the quarterback back there trying to get something started for the Colts.
Sloan Christie holds it up well. Mayoni with the ball now. Tries to send it through. That's cut out by number 7, Fidanza. And she's going to take the ball into the offensive half. Good crossing by Gutierrez. That one's cut out by Horn. A little bit of a hard one there. Sorry, just kind of touch her head. Ouch.
Yeah, that didn't.
That back pass is cut out by Gutierrez. Sue McDonald. Good clearance there by Horn. It's going to go to Nayla Rowe. She does good to hold off 2 players. Good ball up for Lima. Touched over to Soledad Vasquez.
If that had just been touched out a little bit more in front, Vasquez would have been in on a great break opportunity there.
Potentially a 2-on-0 with her and Lima.
Just about touched far enough. What a great opportunity that would have been.
Great cutout by Frazier here. That's a good ball in for Lima, who's going to try to send it back out wide. Great defending as she continues to charge forward. Oh boy, that's going to head injury. Definitely not what you want to see here.
Yeah,
Mayoni and
tough look.
Bonji just kind of collide. No ill intent in that one, but definitely for potential head injuries, you want to stop the play as quick as possible.
As the sun sets and the dew starts to settle in a little bit, the field slickens a bit, but I think that was just a hard battle. 2 people going opposite directions.
Also, Banji sprinting from the edge of her own 18-yard box down to right before the circle. She's coming in hot. You know, if she doesn't get through, it's gonna be a hard landing. And unfortunately, that's what it was for her.
Yeah, just getting the whip of the back of her head off the turf. So hopefully everything's okay there. She's sitting upright and seems to be communicating, and everything's okay there on that front. But
never want to see an injury.
Never, especially on the head. The head injuries is
definitely
moved more into the unknown of head injuries across all sports, really is. But
she's back on her feet, looking to be okay. More than likely going to be subbed out at least for a few moments of time.
Yeah, quick check to see if everything's all good. But
we were talking in the first half about Elizabeth Mayoni's physicality, prowess. Obviously, again, nothing on purpose, but she did play ball first, so she was going for the ball. Unfortunately, also went through the player. Just very, very unfortunate. Something that you definitely don't want to see happen. As we're just going to wait to see what George Brown decides to do with the potential substitution. As I think Banji's just going to come back in. Obviously, you have to wait for the officials wave back in. It's also going to be a drop ball.
No, good to see Banji all good after that collision.
And we're back underway. It's going to be Elizabeth Mayoni with a good ball over to Nayla Rowe.
Good touch through.
It's going to be Soledad Vasquez down the wing. She cuts inside. Good ball through. She finds Dukoff.
Oh, that was a great opportunity for Dukoff, but just a little too hot to handle.
She looked like she tried to kip it over her head to go for a better finish or even a semi-bicycle kick, but unfortunately not the greatest touch in the world there.
Wouldn't that have been something here on senior night?
Especially as being one of the seniors as well. Beautiful.
Now, all 3 seniors in the action heavily for Centennial, as they have been all season, really. But Odessa Payton, Vanessa Lima, and Miley Dukoff leading the charge for the Colts.
Odessa Payton being the sole goal scorer so far in this game for the Colts. This ball's going to go all the way back to the captain, Emily Cullen. Finds Mayoni. Good ball forward for Lima, as that's what the Colts like to do. They like to find Vanessa Lima high up the field because she is very good with holding possession, waiting for multiple players to come in, go for a quick counter, as we saw on that play.
Soledad Vasquez, the team's leading scorer.
Also the penalty kick taker as well. Converting on one earlier this season.
The Colt doing the best to get the crowd into this chilly evening.
Found a flag. I didn't even know we had a flag, so that's pretty cool. It's a little... Yeah,
Big
it's...
chance here for the Colts coming through, but a nice job by the Huskies to block that from going into the box.
The Koff does well to keep that in play, but it's just pounced upon by the defense. That one's going to go back to the keeper. Naylor Rowe's going to try to press, and that one's cleared.
Good press by Rowe to force something potentially dangerous out of the keeper, Jameson, but all the way down to the other end. Culleton will play it now for Centennial.
It's now Horn on the ball. She's one of the mainstays in the back line, as her and Emily Cullen usually play 90%, if not 100% of the minutes every game.
Yeah, Simone Christie also a staple into that mid to back field as well for the Colts.
Naylor Rowe just not able to keep that ball in play. There's going to be a substitution here for George Brown. It's going to be number 22, Amanda Frost, coming out of the game. Waiting on who's coming in, but as of right now, it's going to be number 7, Fidanza, throwing in the ball for George Brown.
Salisa Fidanza, a freshman, graduated from Dante Alighieri Academy.
There's going to be some realignment for this George Brown team. This is going to be number 14, Sienna Matthew, coming into the game for her first little bit of action.
Christie with the little setup for May O'Neill. Right back to Christie, but unable to do something with that give and go.
Mayoni just looking for a way through. She finds the 1-2 with Lima. Still going for the ball, and that's going to be launched into the crowd for a dangerous throw for the Centennial.
I think that one made its way to the parking lot.
Definitely not something you want to see, as a couple weekends ago for one of our men's games, a car got smoked by a ball. Mayoni, or no, that is Simone Christie getting ready to throw the ball in. Finds Lima.
Job
Great
from
little
Centennial
1-2.
down the line.
It's beautiful. This ball's launched all the way down. And Emily Cullen just shepherds the ball out of play. Quick throw in. Finds Horn. Mayoni
Slipped on the
pressed
ball.
on quick.
Another shot coming through, but easily handled by Culleton.
Yeah, that was great offensive prowess from this George Brown team as they decide to press very quick, and they were able to get through quick. Lima does great to keep possession there. So another Colts throw-in. Simone Christie going to take this one again. She finds Sol. Good pass back. Great skill there from Simone Christie.
Yeah, it'll kick off the George Brown attacker and out of play, but great work. She throws that one up the line with some good communication.
It's going to be another throw-in for the Colts, as they made probably about 50 feet there just by launching it down the line.
Yeah, good job by Centennial so far in the first 10 minutes of this second half, preserving the 1-0 lead, not letting George Brown set up anything really in their own end, let alone in the offensive end. Foul called on the Colts, so the ball will get turned over, but
Interested to see what that free kick was given for, as it didn't really look like there was much in any type of foul there. Centennial already winning possession back. Great physicality there by George Brown to win possession back again. A lot of 50-50 challenges going into this game so far.
yeah, Centennial doing a good job of winning their fair share. And the possession game has been in their favor as a result.
Colts look to reset. Simone Christie on ball. It's now going to be Naylor Rowe. She does good to sidestep the tackle.
Yeah,
But
just
the
coming
ball-
a tad there. Official coming in with the call, but good job by Naylor Rowe, turning that one right back upfield. That's her strength.
She does great there to win it back
Great
cleanly.
battle won.
Vasquez outside of the box, and it looked off the mark,
Yeah,
but
just a little fan on the shot. We'll get another look at the replay there. That was
great challenge there by
Yeah.
Nayla Rowe.
all ball, it seems.
I mean, why not? You've got 7 on the year. You're leading the team. You know you have a hard shot. Take it.
As we go all the way back down to the other end.
Goal kick for the Colts.
It's going to be a goal kick.
I believe there's a George Brown player down on the field. Hopefully everything's okay. She has gotten back up. Maybe just a little bit of a sore landing for her. Hopefully everything's okay.
Yeah, just a quick word with the official. She's going to take a...
Sore jog back.
Yeah. It's a cool night once you start bouncing off the turf multiple times, as we've seen some heavy collisions tonight.
Yeah,
Both
especially
teams doing a great job of getting right back up, staying in the fight.
Yeah, especially when Maoni and Banji Bonji had a coming together just at the beginning of the second half.
Yeah, Bonji back in it. Back there for the Huskies, helping backstop everything as we get some setup here for the Colts.
There was a substitution for Centennial. I believe it was Nayla Rowe going out.
Yeah, Serena McDonald checks back in for Centennial.
Like for like swapped on the left wing, as that's a very rare give up by the captain, Emily Cullen there. As Lima does what she needs to do.
Yeah,
Or
throws her
sorry,
to the
Maoni
ground.
does what she needs to do to stop the press. So we see a
Take look
replay
at the
here.
Replay.
Great cutout there by Matthew as Maoni just throws her to the ground. Very lucky to get away without a yellow card, because usually those tactical fouls do come with a card, and the ref showing some lenience here early in the second half, not having to go to his pocket yet in this one. It's a great cross in. Sculton's just going to let it go wide.
Not dangerous at all, as that one sails through the box.
Looks
no
like-
one close for the Huskies.
Looks like she could have caught that one. Maybe she just opted for a goal kick.
Definitely the smart play. Gives Centennial more time to get the ball back up the field, kill some more of that clock as we roll into the 60th minute, the second half.
15 minutes into the second half. More of the same of what we'd seen. That's a great pass here through. Good cut back there.
Many options in the box.
Good cross, but
Just
no
doesn't
one's
find
there.
one of them. Both, I think that's Dekoff, and yeah, it is Dekoff back over there, and that was Vasquez coming through in the middle. Both options there for us. We take a look at the replay. The through ball comes in, but just out in front, both the options.
She does great to cut it back there. Bonji with the ball.
Colts will win the battle back and get possession.
Yeah, Maoni did incredible there.
Beautiful
Great through ball there. Good cutout though, as Dekoff was right behind
Yeah,
lurking.
Dekoff had to stay up to be on side again, as we've seen that many times today.
Yeah,
Dekoff squeaking through, but many times she has been whistled for offside.
she also had some very good chances, hitting a post as well. It's going to be a corner kick, I believe. Yeah. Ref was a little unsure on that one. It's going to be taken quickly here.
Haven't seen Cullen come down for many corners since the beginning of the game. Probably has something to do with the 1-0 lead, but
Yeah, no need to risk a center back being far up on the field, because corner kicks are usually the best time to counter. That's a great move there by Maoni. The cross is cut out by Bonji, and it's going to be another corner kick.
see if Centennial can set something up off this one. They opted for just a quick tap in last time. This one going to go to the other side of the field. Nope, excuse me. Cullen's going to come down back to the same side. So we will see Cullen take one with the lead.
Getting her team set, telling them where she wants them. The corners have been good. Unfortunately, no one's really attacked them for Centennial. Another chance here. That's going to be headed back. And an easy claim for Jameson.
Yeah, Cullen's going to have to hustle her way back after the kick. Getting
Does
all
good.
the way back to the other end.
She did great to get back before Jameson even kicked the ball. Great hustle by
That was
the
a
captain.
dangerous opportunity on the through ball, but it just goes high enough for the goalie to pluck it. George Brown player down on the turf after a little collision to wait for the whistle to come in with the Colts charging the other way.
Yeah, Colts look like they're going to try to take advantage of this 11-10 situation on the field. So I believe that is DeVillies charging.
Doing a great job, but just unable to track it down after stepping around the defender.
That was a massive sprint from her. As you said, it just kind of ran out of space on that back flank, as now we're going to pull back the play to check up on the George Brown Husky player. Hopefully everything's okay. Again, as we've been saying, just getting cold outside and you playing on turf, it's going to be hard when you hit the floor.
Yeah, I'm out for a quick checkup on the George Brown attacker. We'll get a number for you when we can, but
Fortunately, my vision's not that good to see a number from here.
yeah, the sun's officially set. Night has swallowed Colts pitch, and it's a chilly one, but the battle is hot between the Colts and the Huskies, two top teams in the OCAA. And as we continue with a brief delay here for injury, the Colts bench trying to stay warm down the line with some sprints in case some more subs come in, but I bet you that's just to stay warm in general. As the captain Cullen's giving some words of encouragement for her team. Cullen in her 4th year from Pickering. Big part of this Centennial team for the last 4 years.
Integral part, as when she came, this team was kind of in a dark spot, not really competing or being a very good team 4 years ago. But even when you talk to Coach Rich Hurst, the words he has to say about Emily Cullen are always phenomenal. And
yeah, captained the indoor team to a silver medal this past indoor season.
Yeah, that was a huge season for them.
As a lot of the players gelled there on this team here, looking to do the same on the field.
Simone Christie. Serena McDonald looking for the 1-2s. That's going to bounce out off Matthew's leg.
Yeah, it's going to be a quick try to turn in maybe for the Colts, but they'll look for an option, set something up here. And they'll say her foot might have been, they got her foot out in the turf, I believe, or in the field of play on the throw-in.
Yeah, very unfortunate because you're just giving them a free throw. As it's going to be Fidenza throwing this one in. George Brown looking to play out from the back. That one's cut out by DeVillies. It's going to be a throw in for George Brown.
Yeah, the two leading scorers from George Brown have been pretty quiet. McDonald and Ray. As I say that, Ray rips one, but just high and wide.
Yeah, well over the bar. Never really tempted Colton to even make a move for us. We'll see a replay here. Yeah,
Right.
she just takes that ball when it's bouncing.
Yeah,
Always tough to keep that under
No
control.
stranger to shooting the ball. She leads the league in shots.
That's another one.
Padding that here tonight. Only 6 goals so far. 5 goals on this season. Looking for her 6th here tonight. Trying to bring her team back to tie it at 1.
Cullen finds Soledad Vasquez. Does great to keep the ball. Mayoni, Lima, back to Mayoni.
Great touch pass from Lima to set this race up the other way, but it'll be one from Bonji.
Yeah, she's just going to pass it out of play. Get it away from danger. Serena McDonald taking the throw and finds Vanessa Lima. She does good to hold off the challenges for Matthew. Beautiful skill here. She sends McDonald on her way. The crossing isn't the worst in the world. It's held off for Vasquez. Looking for an angle. She finds Lima. That ball's cut off, but not out of the danger zone.
Still in there for Centennial. Just unable to turn that and get a clean shot off. Really dangerous looks there, but nothing comes out of it on goal.
Colts are going to try to keep the pressure here. Mayoni with a good ball over the back line. Lima.
I believe
Is
that wasn't
offside?
actually on Lima. They might have had the cough coming back behind her. But nonetheless, it's offside.
That shouldn't matter, though, if the cough's offside because she's not the one that the ball's passed to.
Yeah, coming in from behind, right? I thought the ball might have been sailed a little higher for her, but
Interesting. Simone Christie does good to find Mayoni. She'll go back all the way to Horn, who leaves it for Colton. And it's now Emily Cullen on the ball.
Culleton to Cullen.
Always a tongue twister when the two of them play.
Ray's looking to turn it upfield for the Browns. For the Huskies. The George Brown Huskies, not the Cleveland Browns.
Goals do good to get the possession back. So just going to slowly jog up the field with it. DeVillies looks for an option. She's going to find Lima. She'll do her best to keep the ball in play. It will go out for a throw-in.
It'll be a throw-in, no call either on the contact there, but
She went out of play with the ball. Quick throw-in attempt there as it's going to go back out of play off of Oliveira, and it will be another throw-in for the Colts.
rolling into the 70th minute. Centennial still pressing with the lead. Controlling the possession game over this George Brown team who rolled in here on a 4-game win streak and 12 goals in their last 2 games, but have not been able to cook anything at all.
It's going to be another goal kick for Jamison. She's setting the ball the way that she likes it. Then she's going to... Actually, she's waiting for a sub, as that is Odessa Payton coming back in for potentially Miley Dukoff.
Yeah, Dukoff coming out, Payton coming in.
Just been struggling the second half so far. Miley not really able to recapture the glory that she had in the first half with her runs. George Brown looking to counter here as Ray passes it over to Matthew. Good cut out by Simone Christie. Great physical battle here as it's going to be called a free kick on a shoulder-to-shoulder opportunity. Let's see the replay here. Good pass up. Mayoni and Ray went shoulder-to-shoulder, which usually is okay in soccer, but maybe there's a little more in it from the ref's point of view. Gives a free kick. Ray crosses it in right to Colton at the back post.
Yeah, another free kick through ball from George Brown that just really isn't dangerous at all. Unable to set up any kind of body position in the box.
Simone Christie doing her best to keep possession here as Matthew did get a decent cutout. She's doing great. Still with the ball. She gets past Matthew.
Yeah, dances through for a nice touch. Lima almost able to set up another back foot touch, but
ball starting to bounce in every direction possible here for the Colts. Slowly, the Vasquez just trying to slow it down. She sends it forward for DeVillies, who will just be able to keep it in play. Good cross in as Nayla Rowe was there at the back post. Vasquez with the rebound, and that is blocked.
That was a big opportunity from a big striker.
Yeah, that block was very much needed.
That was a game-saving block potentially for George Brown.
Sure.
Take a look at the replay. Bounces right out to Vasquez, who caught some good wood on it.
Yeah, Fidenza just throwing her body at the ball. Able to make sure that the shot doesn't get through on target, because Soledad Vasquez already having 7 this season. She hits them hard, as a couple of weeks ago we saw her shoot one right at the goal. He stung her gloves and went over and in.
Yeah, powerful striker up front. The leading point getter for the Colts. A big part of the offense.
Cullen just charging through, looking for Lima, but it wasn't the greatest pass in the world, as this one's all the way back to Jamison. He's going to try to reset it. She launches it forward. Good cutout there by DeVillies. No nonsense defending from her.
Yeah, she's had a really solid game for Centennial. Making very sound plays all over the field.
Cullen finding Simone Christie on ball. She does good to keep it from Matthew, as that ball just kind of collided with both of them there. Cullen with the ball. Badu looking to put this Colts back line under pressure.
Yeah, they'll happily kick this one around the backfield, killing some time.
Yeah, just about 17 minutes left on the clock until added on time. Centennial's not really in any rush to press forward if not needed.
We haven't seen much of the game shift either since the goal Centennial scored. It's been much of the same, as that was a potential dangerous opportunity, but cleared away by the Huskies.
Matthew does good to keep the ball in there, but that's turned over. Serena McDonald making a charging run into the box. Tries to find Lima, who just overstretches and misses the ball. George Brown going to try to counter here with so many Colts players up. As Fraser's nutmegged there.
Good touch pass there, give and go from the Huskies, but they're unable to get the go part of the give completed, and it's going to end up.
It's going to be a free kick, I believe.
It is going to be a free kick, as much to the dismay of the Colts down there in that corner, but
Colts better be careful that they don't draw too much towards the ref to the point where he gives them a card.
yeah, I haven't seen any cards yet today as we roll on through this second half.
Well, it's been a physical battle, but not intense in the way where there's malice in the tackles.
Absolutely.
It's always
It's
for
been
the
very hard battles, clean, if
ball.
you will.
That's the right word. Clean battles. This is going to be a dangerous potential free kick here for George Brown as they look to cross in, but it's just cleared right off the line by Lima.
Yeah,
Never
they're really
really-
struggling to get anything going off the free kicks, but Centennial has to be careful not to keep giving them those looks, because all it takes is one, and we're sitting tied at one side. We've seen the Colts pull off some miraculous comebacks this season.
That is some great passing work from the Huskies here.
Yeah.
Matthew and Simone both go up for that. That's going to go over both of their heads. Simone's going to clear it. Here comes Serena just trying to win the ball back in. She overruns the ball. This is going to be Matthew down the line for George Brown, looking for a low cross in. Cullen cuts it out. Serena McDonald's going to try to turn and run away.
That was a dangerous break for the Huskies, but a good job by Colin and the Colts D to snuff that out. They'll turn it right back up the other way, but
Too far away from Lima there on that one.
yeah, just a little bit out of the reach of Vanessa Lima. One of the Colts of the week and seniors honored here today. One of the members of the graduating class, along with Miley DeKoff and Odessa Payton.
George Brown just slowly starting to put more and more pressure on this Colts back line as they're running out of time for a goal, as they have about 14 minutes before added on time.
That shot sailed wide. No dangerous opportunities really have come Lily Culleton's way in just her third start this season. We mentioned yet to give up a goal, been a very solid backup option for Centennial.
There's going to be a substitution here for the Colts as Soledad Vasquez is going to be coming out.
As the energy starts to rise here at Colts pitch, with the temperature dropping,
It is Nastos coming back into the game for the Colts. Elena Nastos. And this is a great ball from Mayoni to Elena Nastos, who's just recently subbed back into the game.
yeah, fresh back in, fresh legs.
She's on goal, and it's a good opportunity. Just couldn't get all of the contact that she had wanted here. So watch the replay. She does good to control the ball back and just get a slice at it. But
Yeah, you can see the fresh legs really showing their strength there as she blows by both defenders,
yeah,
just unable to cap off the chance.
in the end, a very easy save for Jameson.
George Brown running out of time to preserve their 4-game win streak as they try to battle their way through the standings in the OCAA.
Emily Cullen just clears that ball. And the Colts can actually counter here. That's a great ball through by Lima, and there's two Colts through. That's a huge tackle, but the ref is saying it was ball first.
Ref saying there was all ball. Maybe we'll get another look at it, but yeah,
ref's-
take a look here. A great through almost. Yeah, tough one there, as that's a big collision going down on the cold turf. I believe it is Peyton.
Yeah, you couldn't tell from the replay if she had gotten ball first, but either way, great defending from Natalie Finley-Horn, getting back in time, because that was a potential 2-0 for Centennial.
Yeah, almost able to run around the first defender, or excuse me, the first Colt in there almost ran around, but then Peyton came in, definitely had a free look at the net, but the tackle came through, saving that chance.
That saved their game. 100% it saved
that was
George
a
Brown's game.
Free look on a 2-0 for Centennial. And
we're going to restart here with a drop ball for the Colts.
Perhaps some of the Colts coaches just looking for a quick explanation from the official, who immediately started signaling that it was all ball. He had a much better look than we did, as we were kind of seeing the same view as the camera angle back here through players.
And even with the ref's point of view, he looked to be very far behind as well, so I don't even know if he got the greatest view.
Yeah, the best view in the house was on the Centennial bench, and they were very upset. But nonetheless, it is still 1-0 Colts, and Peyton is still in the game.
Simone Christie attacking here. She sends Elena Nastos down the left wing. Little chop ball through. That's going to be cut out by George Brown defender. Not out of danger. Frazier with the shot. It's going to deflect off for a Colts corner kick.
Frazier had a great look at the net there. Just didn't quite put it on target. I don't know if she was trying to get it through, maybe for a look or a touch on the slide, on the flank coming through, but sailed that one off a George Brown knee for a Colts corner.
We are entering the 80th minute of the game now. George Brown is running out of time to at least pick up a point.
Yeah, I haven't really been able to hold much possession at all through the first 80 minutes of this game.
The cross is in. Not the greatest of crosses. Sydney Frazier does good to just head it back towards George Brown's box. Simone Christie with a decent cut out there. She's going to launch it forward. Elena Nassos, I believe, does get the last touch on that, so it should be a George Brown throw in here. Looks like it's going to be number 13, Rebecca Oliveira, throwing it in.
Yeah, Centennial will get some bodies back downfield. But they will put some pressure on right now, as George Brown will come away with it.
It's a good pass forward for Badu. DeVilli's just going to launch it forward, get it out of pressure.
Good job from Odessa Peyton coming all the way back.
We're going to send Nastos through here, but she's going to be slightly offside.
Another offside call coming through, taking a chance away from Centennial. It's been the theme of their offense tonight, but...
Well, there's pros and cons for all tactics in soccer. Centennial love to have the quick ball over the back line and get their wingers to go. But in turn, you have to play it perfectly to get through, because as Centennial's been today, it hasn't been the most perfect runs, especially for Miley Dukoff, being caught offside upwards of 5 times in the first half. So there's always pros and cons to everything. That's one major con with the wing play that Centennial possesses. But the big pro is when it works, it works.
Yeah, it's always giving them great looks down the side, but the timing's been a little off today. But
you can't blame them. The weather is...
I was going to say,
it's cold.
Cold weather probably playing a bit of a factor, but the playoffs aren't going to get any warmer as we head on in this October.
It's going to be another Centennial throw-in, as they're just going to hold on their back line. Emily Cullen currently with the ball. She's going to launch it all the way forward, looking for...
Good job by, I believe, Serena McDonald in the middle of the field there, using the head, putting that up.
That back pass is going to be cleared all the way out by Jameson.
That is Serena McDonald on the ball there.
Good cut out here by George Brown's back line. Sliding tackle there by McDonald, just missing the ball. Good 1-2 here for George Brown, but it looks like Emily Cullen's going to get there first. She's going to let it roll out of play for a George Brown throw-in. Oliveira is going to be taking this one. Great physicality there by Nostrils, just trying to get the ball back. Simone Christie trying to clear it. Oliveira does good to keep it in play. She crosses it in. Sydney Frazier trying to overtake the possession there. She does great.
Uses her speed to just blow by the Huskies.
Frazier still on the ball here. Gets stopped at the edge of the box but keeps possession. She turns away. She can cross it in possibly. Great dribbling here by Sydney Frazier. And she's going to end up winning a corner.
Yeah, great job.
Huge play from her.
Taking that all the way up the field. Even though they didn't get a good scoring chance out of it, it took the ball out of harm's way the other way, and it killed a lot of that clock. And it's going to set up a corner. So a good look there from the Colts.
It's going to be another corner for this Centennial team. So we've hit the 85th minute of the game. The cross is going to come in. Decent delivery here as Nostrils just miscues her shot.
Yeah, a little high. Almost got the jump kick in, but
it's in safe hands from Jamison. She's going to look to send this one all the way up the field. Mayoni cuts it out. Serena McDonald takes it down. Sydney Frazier. Back to DeVilliers. Ball just goes out of play, and it's going to be a George Brown throw-in. Great long ball there.
Gets through the defense, and Culleton will take that out of any harm's way for looking to set something up here just to clear it.
Culleton to Cullen. She finds Nastos. Great first touch. Just sends it up the field looking for Vanessa Lima, who wasn't at that time looking to make a run. Jamison's going to send it all the way down the field. Cullen's just going to shepherd it out of play for a goal kick.
Yeah, good job by Cullen, just letting that one go out so she can turn it back up the other way.
Just under 5 minutes left in regular time here. So we're going to see another Colts substitution. As I believe that's Odessa Payton getting subbed out.
Yeah, DeKoff coming back in. We've seen a lot of subs for the Colts front. Just keeping everybody
warm.
Yeah, exactly.
On the bench.
Warm and active. And
well, when you have as many offensive options as this Colts team does, why not use them? You know, you're in your last game of the season. Or, sorry, last home game of the season, you know. So you might as well just give everyone a run out there, keep their minds and their game sharp for the playoffs.
Yeah, one more game for the Colts. They'll head to Durham to face the Lords on Saturday, but
picked up a win their one game against Durham this season.
Yeah, big win last Wednesday against Durham. Fell down 1-0 and 2-1. Came back both times and ended up closing that one out 4-2.
George Browner doing incredible here to keep possession at the edge of Centennial's box. Centennial really just looking for that right there, which is the ball. The Huskies do great to retain possession as soon as they give it up. Long ball's in, but that's cut out by Elizabeth Mayoni.
Good battle there. Another great one we've seen. That time it goes the way of Centennial again.
Vanessa Lima looking to take charge in the attack as she does great to get around one. Cuts back in. She still has the ball. It's a low cross that's in, and it's cut out the last second to Koff with the rebound. And just kind of side foots it over the net.
Yeah, sitting on top of the net there. Another good look for Centennial.
Let's take a look at the replay here. Good cutting from Lima.
That one just way up and over, but rolling into the 87th minute. Still 1-0.
It's going to be another substitution for the Colts here. I can't exactly see who's coming out. That's a great battle there. It's going to be a Centennial free kick.
Emily Cullen's going to come down for this free boot for the Colts. 2 minutes to go before added time.
It's about this far into the half in the first half where her free kick found the goal.
Yeah, another look from that same spot on the field, but this time coming from the other end.
Yeah. Ooh. Just slips while taking the shot. It's going to be an easy save here. George Brown's going to try to counter.
Big boot from Jamison, but no one there for George Brown. They will, however, turn it over off the Colts' misplay.
Cullen just launches it forward. Finds Lima as well. They have a great connection on the field. She was just waiting for a run to be made there, but that ball was cut out. Oliveira on ball right now for George Brown. She sends it all the way down the wing.
Good job by DeKoff coming all the way back.
She's going to keep it in play as well. Try not to give up a corner kick. They do well there, the Colts. Another clearance attempt cut out by George Brown.
George Brown, 45 seconds before added time. Still unable to muster any real threat.
It's a good ball in, but no one's going to attack it. It's going to be a free grab for Colton in that.
I would imagine we're looking at about 2 to 3 minutes of added time. But
yeah, a couple of injuries. That seems about right, but we got about 15 seconds left in regular time. Centennial's inching closer. Just lays that one off for Mayoni. She's going to lob it over the back line.
Got to get there in time, but it'll be offside.
As regular time is finished, we are now starting added on time.
George Brown is going to need a hope and a prayer.
Ref's going to tell her to move it back about 10 feet. This is going to be Jamison coming up to smash this one. She's going to be looking to get it as far up the field as possible. Great header one by the Colts. That ball was going for Vanessa Lima, who was in an offside position. Another cutout for Centennial. And another cutout by Centennial. They don't know how much time they have to hold out this team, but they know it's not much now that they're finished regular time.
Yeah, about a minute in. And that's going to end up being George Brown ball, so not over yet. They might get a look here off the setup.
So it's going to be a substitution for Centennial.
They'll take out their...
It's going to be Vanessa Lima coming out for, I believe that's number 19. There's a glare on the jersey. I can't tell the number. Number 10. Annabelle Dion. Coming in for, I believe, the first couple minutes of this game for her.
Yeah, her first check-in tonight.
She's listed as a forward and defenseman, so
more defensive-minded,
yeah,
front-end piece for Centennial as they try to close this one out in extra time.
It's going to be a throw-in for Centennial. George Brown going to snatch it back instantly, but it's going to be kicked out again. Another throw-in for the Colts. They're going to try to send this one as far down the field as possible. Colts have possession. It's going to be kicked off of them by the George Brown player. And they're going to try to throw it in as quick as possible, not trying to waste any time at all. We've probably played about a minute and a half of added on time here, so I would assume maximum another minute to play. So once we hit added on time, we don't really have any cues knowing how much time's left or anything, so we're just kind of eyeballing it, seeing or thinking or saying what we're thinking.
That is going to be another George Brown throw in here as we trickle down this game, but they're really just not able to turn anything into the middle or dangerous parts of this field.
That's going to be a free kick coming for Centennial. We're going to see the replay here as, yeah, just kind of clips her there. That was Finley Horn.
A little bit of a last-ditch effort trying to keep the ball up at this end of the field.
Ref's just telling Centennial, hurry it up. Ball's going to be sent hard, and it's going to be another throw-in for Centennial. Potentially the last act of this one.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes, but Centennial doing a nice job all game long, just smothering out anytime George Brown has the ball.
That's a good throw in there over the back line. Colts are looking for one last attack if possible. So he's sent back out for another Colts throw-in.
I think we've had as many throw-ins in the last minute than we have the whole game. Crazy little action up the line here as George Brown just gasping for any kind of life here.
Just struggling, just really trying their best to get the ball as far up the field as possible. Centennial's just not going to let that happen. Good cutout here as George Brown looking for one final attack if possible. That one's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be another Colts throw in late in this one. Captain on the ball. It's not going to be DeVillies. Just tries to toe poke it forward, but it's going to be out of bounds. Centennial's going to have all hands on deck for this one throw-in. George Brown hustling, but Frazier just getting in between the player and the ball there to win possession back.
Yeah, great job by Centennial again. Just keeping them to the outside of the field. Nothing at all is coming from any of these George Brown possessions.
That one's sent forward again. Centennial have numbers. Going to try to have one last-ditch attack to potentially put this game out of reach, but that's going to be collected by Jamison in net.
They won that race. They had Nayla Rose streaking down the flank here. That would have been an easy tap in for her, but
George Brown with the quick counter. Decent ball in. This is Oliveira. It's going to be a free kick.
A dangerous look here as time is trickling down in this game. This is going to be one of the best looks that George Brown has had the entire half, and it could not come in a bigger moment.
So it looks like it is Bianca Ray over the ball as one of the two heavy goal scorers for this Wolves team.
They definitely have their ideal person taking this kick. Colleton lines up the wall.
Ray shoots. Easy save for Colton.
And we've seen that again from George Brown, just an easy, non-dangerous chance off a free kick. They just haven't been able to get a second look or a weird bounce or anything. It's just been a free ball at the keeper each time.
And that will be the final action of the game as the Colts win this 1-0 off an Odessa Payton goal on Senior Appreciation Night.
Yeah, big day for the Colts as they will take sole position of first place, and they'll hold it for at least the night as the Seneca Sting are off today and don't play until tomorrow. But a big game for the Colts, capping off an undefeated home season.
Huge.
As
massive,
they
5-0.
have been enjoying Colts pitch, and they'll go to 8-0-1. Haven't dropped a game yet. They'll go to Durham, trying to keep the undefeated season alive. Meanwhile, we have George Brown. They'll host Fleming on Saturday. They'll look to close their season out as they currently sit at 5-4. But we have a post-game interview coming for you soon. But before that, let's break down some of this game on a chilly night here at Colts Pitch.
Yeah, just a huge game. Centennial obviously very sure in their defense, as they always are. Second best defensive team in the league, as well as second best offensive team in the league. But you can tell on this chilly night, it was more of a struggle for both sets of teams to run, just because of how cold it is. I mean, we're shivering over here, and we're just sitting. So I could only imagine having to run in shorts and a shirt. It's not fun. But they did phenomenal. It was a huge game for Centennial. Again, Senior Appreciation Night, they got it done, and it was a fun game to watch overall.
Yeah, the three seniors honored tonight were Miley DeKoff, Vanessa Lima, and Peyton Odessa, who is going to join us right now. I'll step aside.
We'll try to make it quick because it's very cold. Sorry, you want to come on this side? Yeah. Sorry about that. Oh, no, you're good. There you go.
Thank you.
First off, congratulations on the huge win tonight.
Thank you.
Undefeated at home, 5-0, undefeated on the season, only dropping points in one game. What are your thoughts going into the playoffs soon?
I'm very excited. I think my team deserves it. We've been working really hard. Every time we have a plan, we execute it every single time. I'm honestly just proud of everyone. These girls, we have a special group.
Special group, well, for sure. You guys have just been killing every team that you've played. What was going through your mind when you were through for goal?
This one?
Yeah, well, when you scored, yeah.
Okay. Honestly, I was just trying to make contact with the ball. I honestly didn't know where it was going. I was just hoping that it was going over her. Yeah.
Well, it was a good finish for sure.
Thank you.
We've noticed whenever you play, you're one of the fastest people on the field, always just sprinting down the wing. Was that always your game plan for the Colts, just launching balls over the back line?
Honestly, no.
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 Wow.
I don't really have like a definite goal, honestly. It's honestly just play my best, play as hard as I can. Whatever works, works.
Whatever works, works.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely been working because, well, this George Brown weren't able to pick up on it. Lots of offsides in the first half, unfortunately, but what are you going to do? It's okay. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But this was a huge game for you guys. You got one more in this season before the playoffs. What are your hopes and expectations for that last game?
I honestly just hope we have a fun game. It's our last official season game. I just hope the girls all play great, and I just hope we have fun because it's a final season.
Final season. Of course, as you are one of the players potentially leaving after
so
this
it's an
game.
important game for me.
Well, it was huge that you scored on Senior Appreciation
Yeah,
Night. That was awesome.
I was really excited about that.
That was awesome here over at the panel. We were hoping that one of you guys would score, one of the three of you guys. But it was a huge game. Again, congratulations on both Senior Appreciation Night, scoring and winning. A lot to congratulate you on. Once again, Odessa Payton, the lone goal scorer of the game winner as well. Thank you so much for taking the time for this interview, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Let me get out of your way so you can get by. All right, so we are just coming back very quick just to say our goodbyes, and that we will be back very soon. As you can already see, both George Brown and Centennial College's men's teams are getting ready to play, which I definitely wouldn't be able to do in this weather, but they're going to do it. So huge shout-outs for them. Once again, I am Anthony Santia, sitting here with
Zach Phillips. And we'll say goodbye for you for now, but we'll be back real shortly.
Stay tuned.